Hello and welcome to Worth It Reviews. Today we'll be looking at Sigma 12 to 24mm f4 DG HSM art lens, and this lens is for Sigma SA mount, Canon EF mount and Nikon F-Mount. This particular lens I have right in front of me is for Canon EF mount, but it's basically the same lens, whichever mount you use. This lens is 1.15 kilograms heavy, so it's very heavy. It's basically all metal with a rubber zoom wheel as well as focusing, which is here on the lens hood basically. It does have a wet sealing gasket and the front element is bulging out of this lens, so you can't install any filters, any regular filters. Now 12mm is extremely wide on a full frame body, and Sigma also claims that this is a zero distortion lens, which I'm not sure if it's 100% true, but I think it's very close to that. The minimum focusing distance is 24 centimeters, which is not very close because this is an ultra wide lens, so you won't really need it. Now autofocusing speed is very fast. As you know, this is Sigma art lens. The sharpness of this lens is also very good for the huge zoom this has. It has double zoom, but it goes all the way from 12mm to 24mm. It's sharp across the whole zoom. Now bokeh is something you should not expect from a lens like this. You probably would want to use this for architecture or real estate or video work. There will not be much bokeh to play with. Also, image stabilization is non-existent in these lenses, but because it's so wide, you usually don't need it anyway. And this is the zoom range of the lens. And here are some of the photos I managed to take with this lens. Now, what can you use this lens for? Definitely you can use it for landscapes, architecture. Would you use it for traveling? If you're not traveling far, it's pretty heavy, pretty big, so I wouldn't really use it for that. So is this lens worth it? I believe it is worth it because there is not much more else on the market with autofocus with such a good range and sharpness. There is one lens, however, that's similar to this, and that is the Canon RF 10 to 20mm f4L. However, that lens is about 3 times the price. So I think it's definitely worth it to sacrifice those 2mm on the wide end and get the Sigma instead. There is one other similar lens to this, and that is the 14 to 24mm f2.8 from Sigma. I'll show you the difference in 2 seconds. And here is a comparison between 14 to 24mm and 12 to 24mm. The 14 to 24mm is f2.8, whereas the 12 to 24mm is f4 maximum aperture. So it really depends what is your style of photography and what do you need to photograph or take videos of. Whether it's worth it to sacrifice those 2mm is entirely up to you. I think it might be worth it in some situations. Also, if you are interested in purchasing this lens, I've included some affiliate links in the descriptions. It won't cost you anything more, but it would help me out with this channel. Thank you very much for watching.